Hi, I'm about to do a sort of show and tell of a collective haul from MAC. I haven't gone out and bought these all at the same time. This was probably about in the last 3 to 4 months I've got all these. Now the first things I've got, I got when I went on holiday just to Ireland in July. Got these 4 products. Obviously because I was in an airport I got the lovely duty free and that was great, except one thing. This but one, as you can see, this is the only one I still have kept the box for, and the reason is it's empty. Yes, I paid about £7 for an empty box. Now it was really stupid of me, I should have checked, but at the time the assistant handed me, I was buying all 4 of these at the same time, so she handed me all 4 in the boxes. Because I felt the weight in my hand, I didn't seem like anything was wrong and I didn't think to check in all of them before I paid. So then I got on my airplane, I decided to have a look at the stuff I bought, and I realised this is empty and there's nothing I can do about it, because obviously I can't go back to just any MAC shop and say, excuse me, here's my receipt, this was empty, because it's not believable, which is a real shame because I really wanted this magenta lip pencil. Maybe one day I'll have the money to buy it again. But here's what else I got, which were all in the boxes. So I don't know what the problem was, it must have just been a one-off fluke. I got this, which is an eyebrow stick. Well, it just says eyebrows, but I don't know. It's one of the mechanical types. I won't shk it up. What's the word when you... Anyway, I won't get it up for you to see how much it is because you can't get it back down, which is a bit irritating. But anyway, today I've got much darker eyebrows than natural just because I fancied it. This is good. Sorry, my dog's just come in. Hi, Minnie. This is good for me naturally because I have dark blonde hair, so this goes well with my eyebrows when they're their natural colour. It blends quite nicely, see, if you smudge it out, which is good if you want a little bit filled in, but then you can sort of smudge it with your fingers or a brush, just so it doesn't look quite as stark as if, say, you penciled the whole thing in. And I like this a lot. It's good for when I'm going for a more natural look. Next I got lip pencil in cherry. This is from the Aristocrats collection, I think, but it's a permanent item now, I think. So that's good. I love this. Put it on here. Here's a swatch. It's a kind of a bluey red. I've been using the same brand of lip pencil for a few years now. I don't know what the name is. I buy it from a professional makeup artist shop. I think it's just called something like Professional Lip Pencil. So I use that in red because it is only £2 and it lasts a really long time, and the colour's really good, but it's quite hard to pull and drags a bit, and the pencil is just quite hard. So compared to that, this is amazing. It's so creamy. It goes on so smooth and beautifully. I love this now. This is a really big favourite. And I also got this, which also was from the Aristocrats 2 collection, but this was limited edition. It's a Dazzle Glass in Via Veneto, and this is my first Dazzle Glass, and I love it. This one is a sort of pinky, milky violet colour with bluish violety pearl. What I love about this is it's definitely not just shimmer, it is glitter in this Dazzle Glass, but it's so fine, it just looks as if your whole mouth has sort of been dipped in the glitter. It's not sort of patchy or chunky like a lot of glittery lip glosses can be. My only problem with this is it is very sticky, and I do not like the feel of sticky lip glosses, but that's just that. Next I got, I just popped into a MAC Pro shop and I got this blush in Azalea, which is a beautiful sort of, I guess a reddy fuchsia with blue undertones, and it's shimmer. Most of my blushes are matte. And here's a swatch. So that's it on very thick, which I love to use. I have very pigmented, sort of round, colourful dolly cheeks. So for me this is great, but you can blend it out and it just gives you a nice sort of, it'll still be bright, but a much sheerer colour to your cheeks. Then I went, well, the story behind this is really bad. I'm on a huge spending diet. I have no money, I can't buy anything. I take an evening class in Brighton on Mondays, and last week I got the times of my train wrong and I ended up in Brighton 2 hours before my class started, and I had nothing to do, so I went to the MAC shop to have a look at the Style Black collection. I didn't think there'd be that much I wanted because I like the look of black lips, but I already have a Barry M lipstick, which is black and which does all the jobs, so I didn't really want to see any of that. I didn't think the swatches of the eyeshadows looked that impressive. I'm not interested in the Volcanic Ash exfoliator because while it's had such rave reviews, I just can't spend that sort of money on skincare products when I can get things that work almost as well for, say, a £5 or something. Anyway, but I ended up buying lots. Well, not lots, but anyway, I got this Blue Flame eyeshadow, which is stunning. I was so impressed when I actually saw it in real life. It's a sort of black with bluey glitter. Here's it not wet, dry rather. This is good if you wanted a sort of sheerer, smoky look, but it's much better to use it wet. So here is it wet, and that's just beautiful. And it would look even better over a black base, which I got with this grease paint stick. I love this. It's basically just a black stick. It goes on really nice and creamy, but it dries quickly and then it's basically indelible. It won't smudge, it won't crease. I love it. I can't wait to use it in some sort of stark, black-eyed, punky looks. Also, it's got a purple, I don't think my camera will be able to pick it up, but it has got a purple opalescence to it. There are some swatches on the internet that show better. Maybe I'll be able to do a photo. You also get a lot of product for your money, so I love this. I'm going to wait for this to dry and then I'll show you just how indelible it is. And the last thing I got from that collection was this Mattine lipstick in Night Porter, which is a swatch. It looks a lot more red on my hand than it actually is. On my lips it comes out a lot more purple. It's sort of a reddy, dark, burgundy-ish purple colour. And it's really nice. I really love the consistency of the Mattine lipsticks. It's not super matte, but it comes out so creamy and beautifully. And this product I'm really proud of because this is my first back to MAC. I don't know if I've said this before, I'm very shy. I have what's called social phobia, which it basically means in social situations with people I don't know, or even sometimes people I do know, I get incredibly anxious. I can have panic attacks, and more often than not I will just sort of stay silent and avoid them rather than talking to people or that things. It makes it very hard for me to make friends, go to job interviews, that sort of thing. Usually when I go into MAC or another shop where there are testers but you have to ask for the actual product, I have to take a friend to ask for it for me to buy. But this time I actually went up to the lady, I asked to do a back to MAC, I gave her my things, I got lipstick, and it worked really well, and while it might not seem an amazing feat, it's something I'm really proud of. Then I got just 2 bits from the D Squared collection. I got this Bone Beige Emphasize Sculpt and Shape Powder. I'm not sure I'm going to keep this. I might put it on eBay or something, just because it's a really good product for contouring cheeks, but I can't make it work. I think it's just because my face is so round and my cheeks are so naturally full. Even when I do this, I only get a tiny bit of cheekbone, so when I try to contour it properly, it just looks like I have stripes on my face. It just doesn't work to make me look like I've got lovely cheekbones. It works really nicely, though. I think the lovely brown contouring powder is very good for, it blends really nicely so you don't get a thick line, and the white on the top, well, it's not really white, it's sort of a buttery pale off-white, works really nicely as a kind of, it's sort of a matte highlighter. I think it's a really good product, but not for me. I'm going to try it maybe a couple more times and see if I can get it working. And I also got this, which is a Lip Erase lip balm, which is great. It comes out that colour. Basically it's meant to take away the natural colour of your lips, so then when you put lipstick over the top, the true colour comes out. It comes out more rich, more pigmented than it would do if you have your normal pink lips. Also, it's really conditioning. It makes my lips feel lovely and soft after I've put it on. I'd say also, if you wanted a really nude, completely nude lip, maybe for a very editorial look, this would work really nicely on its own. It's almost sort of matte when you finish putting it on, but it feels so lovely and creamy, and it just completely takes away the pink but blends in quite nicely with my skin tone. The only problem is, it works well on my lips because my lips are darker than the rest of my face. But if I get a bit of this around the outside of my lips, it can be a problem because it's darker than my skin tone and more yellowy, so it sort of sometimes looks as if I've been eating something a bit orange. So I have to be careful with that. But if you've got I think it doesn't say, but I think this said it was something like NC35. So if you're that shade or around, I think it probably wouldn't be a problem that at all. And even if you're not, if you're pale like me, if you're just careful and stay within your lips, it works really well. That's it. Next I'm going to do a video of all my MAC lipsticks. And I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Bye.